What's going on, you guys? Your boy here at TheTCPLive, giving my Week 8 NFL predictions of the 2012 season. So let's get this started. And real quick, yours truly did very well last week. I believe I got 12. I got 12 games right and only one game wrong. And that was the Titans and Bills game. Let's face it, that game could have been a toss-up. So it's kind of like whatever. All right, so. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. This is the Thursday night game. Vikings, very good defensive team. Buccaneers, not so much. So, honestly, I'm going to go with the Vikings. Next, you got the Bears taking on the Panthers. The Bears looked very good last night on Monday Night Football, especially defensively. The Panthers, what's going on with Cam Newton? Like, seriously, what the hell is going on with Cam Newton? There's something wrong with the guy. Like, and it's not just physically, it's like emotionally. Like, he's at press conference and he's like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm the leader of this offense. What do I do? Suggestion box, anybody. It's like, this guy's like depressed. Help this kid out, He's only in his second year. So, but anyways, this is not going to be an easy game for him just because, he's struggling in general and he's going to be facing good Bears defense. I like the Bears. Next you got the Chargers. Go Chargers, go! Taking on the Cleveland Browns. And I know the Cleveland Browns are 1-6, but most of their games they've actually been pretty close with their opponents. So don't be surprised this game is close, guys. But I know the Chargers, just better all team. Next you got the Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions, and oh Lord, have all the mighty have fallen for the Detroit Lions. Like, it just seems like just yesterday everyone was saying, oh, this team is a playoff team. This team could go far, And next thing you know, Stafford's, struggling. The running game is struggling. Their defense just sucks. And Calvin Johnson aka Megatron, only has a whopping 1 touchdown. I'm sure if anyone owns him in fantasy right now, you're probably wanting to, throw yourself out of a window. But Seahawks, good defensive team. Lions, not so much. The Lions are struggling. The Seahawks, I know they did just lose, but you look at the teams they've beaten. They beat the Packers. I know that was controversial. They beat the Patriots. They beat the Cowboys. They beat not bad teams in there. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. Next, you have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Green Bay Packers, and all I gotta say is this. Yeah, Maurice Jones drew out and you can't even freaking score a touchdown and you guys are struggling. It's like, what the hell? Blaine Gabbert got hurt against the Raiders, and they freaking almost won that game too without him. It was kind of funny. But to me, there's no way I know anything can happen in the NFL, but the Jaguars winning, oh hell no. There's no way. I'm sorry. So I'm going to Packers. Next, you got the Colts taking on the Titans. This could be an interesting game. I think this could be a good game, but I'm going to go with the Titans. The Titans are on a roll right now. They've won 2 straight, It's been one, back-to-back games, so. And also, too, the Colts have a very bad rushing defense. look what Sean Green did to them. Imagine with Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson went off last week against the Bills. This week, he's probably going to go off now, so I'm going to go with the Titans. Next, you got the Patriots against the Rams. This game's in London. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's in London. Excuse me. The Patriots, I know people are like, oh, this ain't the same Patriots team as before. Guys, why are you guys acting like the defense has been, just now being, bad? What the hell? This defense has been bad for years, and now it's like, oh, this defense is bad. It took you this long to figure it out? Oh my god. Seriously. Sorry. And then Trent Dilfer. I'm sorry, but Trent Dilfer, fuck you. I'm sorry, but seriously, fuck you. This team is this team is not the same Patriots defense. Shut up! The only reason why you even have a job in ESPN is because you won a Super Bowl. And it wasn't even because of your defense. Just shut up, Trent Dilfer. Good god. Sorry, it's just Trent Dilfer is an idiot, but that's for another story. So back to this game. Patriots and Rams. Rams have a very good defense. And ironically, the Patriots are 0-2 against NFC West teams. And, you can make an argument the Patriots should have beat the Cardinals if they made a field goal. And let's face it, they let Russell Wilson beat them. But Sam Bradford's up and down. You never know. And this team doesn't even know they're starting running back, really, the Rams. It's like, okay, one day it's Steven Jackson. Next day it's, Richardson, their rookie. Not their rookie, but their young running back, so it's like, But I'm gonna go with the Patriots. Just better team. And I know the Rams got better defense, but the Patriots, they got so many weapons on offense. It's just I think it's gonna be too much for them. So then you got the Dolphins and Jets. I'm sorry, but people, enough with the Tebow crap. Oh my God, Tim Tebow needs to come in the game. Tim Tebow, like, good lord, like, Tim Tebow's not a better quarterback than Sanchez. Can he run more than Sanchez? Yes. Can he throw better than Sanchez? No. Even though, Sanchez is probably a little bit more likely to turn the ball over than Tebow, but still, I'd rather have my guy turn the ball over and make yards than not get any yards and not turn the ball over. But, Dolphins are not a good team. So I'm just going to go with the Jets, Then you got the Falcons and Eagles. Now this is an interesting game because the Falcons are 6-0, but really they should be 4-2 because they could have lost against the Panthers. Excuse me again. And they could have lost against the Raiders. See where I'm going with this? Teams that they should have beaten, like killed, and they just barely won. And the fact that not just in the Falcons. The Falcons are a good team. They're a good team. But I don't think they're as good as their record. And look at the Eagles. They fired a defensive coordinator. That's why they did that too. Your defense was fine, Philly. If anything, it was your offense that sucked. Freaking Michael Vick fumbling like there's no tomorrow. But, to me, they just need to run the ball more than Philly. But, don't be surprised if the Eagles sneak in a victory just because, other teams in the last couple of games have gotten close with the Falcons. And, this is a stat. Alright? This might be an upset because Andy Reid is undefeated after a bye week. So, I'm just saying, could be an upset, but I'm going to go with the Falcons. So then you got the Redskins taking on the Steelers. RG3 is just looking like a freaking beast right now. I'm sorry. No offense to Andrew Luck, but, RG3 is looking good. Defense sucks, but, the Redskins offense with RG3 is good. Steelers, I'm sorry, but the most unimpressive 3-3 team I've ever seen in my life. Like, I know they're dealing with a bunch of injuries on the offensive line, and, Palomalu, and then they had the two running backs, Redmond and Mendenhall injured, but still, it's like, what the hell? And Mike Wallace, good God, when you have the ball, hold on to it. You keep dropping them like freaking crazy. Out of my fantasy team, enough of that crap. But seriously, I'm going to go with the Steelers. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Steelers. Alright, so then you got the Raiders. The Raiders taking on the Chiefs. The Chiefs are just a bad team. And the Raiders, they're not that great to begin with. But, I trust Carson Palmer than I do Matt Castle or Brady Quinn, whoever the hell is their quarterback right now. So I'm going to go with the Raiders. The Giants. G-Man. How about them Cowboys? Almost botched that one. I'm really looking forward to this game, actually. This is a rematch of obviously the opening, day, I guess you could say opening game of the season. Dallas took that one. Took a lot of people surprised, myself included. But I'm going to go with the Giants. They're rolling right now. Their offense is doing well. It seems like whenever... As much... I hate the Giants, if you know me. I really do. And, the Super Bowl has a lot to do with it. But, especially Super Bowls. Whenever Eli Manning's down, he just finds some way to come back. I don't know what's in the Manning blood. Like, Peyton's done it. Eli's doing it now. It's like, oh my God, what the hell is Archie Manning like freaking put in his body that makes freaking the Mannings like come back in the fourth quarter? It's like, good lord. But Eli Manning's looking good right now. Possibly an MVP candidate next to Matt Ryan. But the Cowboys, you never know what you're gonna get out of the Cowboys. Let's face it. So as for now, I'm gonna go with the Giants. Then you get the Sunday night game, the New Orleans Saints taking on Denver Broncos. Had to do that. So, you know, obviously Peyton Manning facing, you know, I guess you could say his hometown team and the Saints, you know. Not the first time that's happened. Super Bowl. So, you know, obviously we all know New Orleans, great offense, not so great defense. The Broncos, the defense, you know, and Peyton Manning, again, like I mentioned, Eli just now, has the ability to come back in the fourth quarter. So if the Saints are ahead in the fourth quarter, I'd be surprised if we see a little Peyton Manning comeback, you know. And then Chris Collinsworth is going to be like, man, what a great thing we're seeing here, you know what I mean? It's just a great thing to see. So anyway, I'm going to go with the Broncos, you know, to me, you know, even though the Saints, you know, not too bad teams here, you know, even though one team's 2-4, the other one's 3-3, you know, but just, should be a good game, though. I'm going to go with the Broncos. And finally, the midnight game, battle of the NFC West teams. It's 49ers taking on the Cardinals. You know, I don't know what you get on the Cardinals. I mean, John Skelton, you know what you're going to get out of your running backs. I mean, not saying the running backs ain't going to be involved in it. I mean, come on, you're facing the freaking 49ers, all right? One of the best rushing defensive teams in the National Football League, all right? You're not going to run against them. And, you know, the Cardinals have a good defense, but I just think the Niners are going to... This is going to be one of those games. There's not going to be much offense. And it's going to be a touchdown. It could be defense. So I'm going to go with the Niners. And that's it, guys, for my Week 8 NFL predictions. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Video responses, comments are always allowed. So, catch y'all later.